Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to a commentary channel. My name is Jem, and I'm a psychic, a channeler, truth seeker, and author. And the video title is Christianity's Obsession with Blood, from Genesis to Revelation. So, welcome again, beautiful souls. My video today explores one of the most confronting themes in Christian theology: the deep, ongoing fixation on blood sacrifice. Across the Old and New Testaments, we are shown a God who is not simply loving, but one who demands innocent blood to be spilled in exchange for sin. Some say it's love. Others see shadows of a more ancient pattern, appeasement of a wrathful deity. This video is not to offend, but to question with love and courage what millions of believers have never been taught to examine. Part 1. The blood sacrifices of the Old Testament. Let's start with the foundation of the Hebrew faith: sacrifice. Leviticus 17 verse 11. For the life of a creature is in the blood. It is the blood that makes atonement for one's life. Exodus 24 verse 8. Moses took the blood, sprinkled it on the people, and said, "This is the blood of the covenant." Leviticus 4:27 to 31. A sinner must bring a goat. The priest spills its blood. Only then is forgiveness granted. And what happened if someone didn't offer a blood sacrifice? They were considered unclean, outside God's favor. Even at the dawn of human history, Genesis 4:3-5, Cain brought an offering of fruit. Abel brought fat portions from the firstborn of his flock. The Lord looked with favor on Abel. God preferred blood over grain. This is not just doctrine. This is ritual bloodletting. Part 2. Jesus, the ultimate sacrifice. The New Testament introduces a radical claim. The blood of animals wasn't enough. Now God demands perfect human blood. Hebrews 9 verses 22. Without the shedding of blood, there is no forgiveness. Romans 5 verse 9. We have now been justified by his blood. Ephesians 1 verse 7. In him we have redemption through his blood. 1 Peter 1 verses 19. You were redeemed with the precious blood of Christ, a lamb without blemish. This theology declares that God in human form had to die for God to forgive. And remember this act of sacrifice. Christians around the world perform communion. John 6:53-56. Unless you eat the flesh of the Son of Man and drink his blood, you have no life in you. Many call this a symbolic ritual, but imagine this in another context. If this were a tribal ceremony, drinking blood and eating flesh, we'd call it cannibalistic. Christians even sing this in hymns. There is power, wonder-working power in the blood of the Lamb. And the other hymn, Are You Washed in the Blood? What began with animals escalated to humans, and even now it continues. Part 3. Revelation. The future is still written in blood. You'd think the death of Jesus, the ultimate sacrifices, would be the end of blood rituals. But in the book of Revelation, the blood theme reaches its peak. Revelations 6 verses 9 to 10. I saw under the altar the souls of those who had been slain. They cried out, How long, sovereign Lord, until you avenge our blood? Even in heaven, the martyrs are crying out for vengeance, and God listens. Revelations 19:13. He is dressed in a robe dipped in blood, and his name is the Word of God. Revelation 14:20. They were trampled in the winepress outside the city, and blood flowed, rising as high as a horse's bridle. This isn't symbolic. The text describes rivers of blood as judgment. Jesus returns not just as a lamb, but a blood-soaked avenger. In the end, it is not mercy that rules, but retribution, and blood is still the currency of divine justice. Part 4. The blood ritual archetype across cultures. This obsession is not unique to Christianity. In ancient Mesopotamia, Mesoamerica, Greece and Africa, sacrifice was the common language of the gods. If crops failed or war loomed, humans believed they had to spill blood to restore balance. Is Christianity any different, or is it a continuation of pagan blood atonement, now spiritualized through theology? Part 5. A new perspective. What if the idea of blood for forgiveness was never divine, but a projection of human guilt? Hosea 6 verse 6. I desire mercy, not sacrifice. What if Jesus came to die because God needed blood? What if Jesus came not to die because God needed blood, but to expose the insanity of that belief? If God is truly love, why does love need suffering to feel satisfied? Would a perfect creator demand blood to forgive its creation? And let's look at this in modern times. Let's say X killed V. So X is a guilty man. So only by blood, the spilling of innocent blood, is X forgiven. That's what it literally is, folks. I leave you with this. If Christianity's God is only satisfied by blood, if mercy only comes through death? Is that love or control? A legal system based on innocence dying for the guilty would be called perverse in modern society, yet in religion it's called divine. I believe true divinity needs no sacrifice. It needs only awareness, compassion, love, and remembrance. And you, dear soul, are already forgiven, not because someone bled for you, but because you were never separate from Source to begin with. So the Bible verses referenced: number 1, Genesis 4:3-5, where Cain's grain rejected. Number 2, Leviticus 17:11, life is in the blood. Number 3, Leviticus 4:27-31, animal blood atonement. Number 4, Exodus 24:8, blood covenant. Number 5, John 6:53-56, eat flesh, drink blood. Number 6, Hebrews 9:22, no forgiveness without blood. Number 7, Romans 5:9, justified by blood. Number 8, Revelations 6:9-10, martyrs cry for vengeance. Number 9, Revelation 14:20, blood up to a horse's bridle. Number 10, Revelation 19:13, robe dipped in blood. Number 11, Hosea 6:6, mercy, not sacrifice. Number 12, Ephesians 1:7, redemption through blood. If this video opened your heart or made you rethink what you were taught, leave a comment below. Share your truth, and remember, questioning is not rebellion, it's devotion to awakening. I am Jem, and I believe love never needed blood to be real. Thank you guys for watching this. Please, no Christians throwing at me verses. You'll just prove my point that Christianity is bloodthirsty, that God is made in the image of man. God is vengeful, he is wrathful, he is jealous, but most of all, he is bloodthirsty. Even other places in the Old Testament, it said that the odor of blood pleased the Lord. Now, you can't get more bloodthirsty or pagan than Christianity. And again, I'm not here to hurt you or to tell you to believe in something that you don't want to believe in. Your heart will intuit what is right. I'm just asking you to look at all the passages and even the hymns you sing. You know, washed in the blood, saved by the blood, power in the blood. It's all blood, blood, blood. And again, I will not answer or reply to comments left by Christians trying to prove that because I am exposing this, that even Jesus died for me and that by his blood I am saved. You're just proving my point that it's spilling of blood. Okay, be kind to each other and to yourselves with love, light and blessings. This is Jem saying goodbye.